Did you know that the promise to care for America's wounded warriors dates all the way back to the Revolutionary War? Yet for over 2 centuries, veterans have had to fight not just on the battlefield, but also for the benefits they were promised. From crumbling hospitals to shocking scandals, and a system struggling to serve those who sacrificed everything. This is the story of how America has taken care of its heroes, and how it has failed them too. If you care about our veterans, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon, and stay with us as we uncover the untold truth about U.S. veteran disability benefits and the rise of the Veterans Administration. Roots and Revolution, 1776 to 1800s. The history of veteran benefits in the United States starts in 1776, when the Continental Congress promised pensions to disabled soldiers of the Revolutionary War. These early benefits were limited but revolutionary for their time, offering lifelong support for those who lost limbs or suffered permanent injuries. After the war, the first federal Veterans Facility was established in 1811. Located in Washington, D.C., it offered medical and housing support to disabled veterans, but support was mostly limited to Union soldiers, and Confederates were largely excluded after the Civil War. During the 1800s, the government's commitment was inconsistent. Benefits were often delayed, limited, or poorly managed. But as each war came and went, from the Mexican-American War to the Spanish-American War, America slowly realized that honoring service required long-term planning. World Wars and expansion. World War I was a turning point. In 1917, as American soldiers headed to Europe, Congress created new systems for compensating veterans. This led to the War Risk Insurance Act, which covered injuries and death, but had many loopholes. Veterans returning with psychological trauma, what we now call PTSD, often received no recognition or help. The public outrage over these shortcomings led to the creation of the Veterans Bureau in 1921, the first major federal body focused solely on veterans' health and benefits. But the Bureau quickly became notorious for corruption and mismanagement, especially under its first director, Charles Forbes, who resigned in disgrace after being caught embezzling millions. Then came World War II, and everything changed. The GI Bill of 1944, officially the Servicemen's Readjustment Act, was perhaps the most important piece of veteran legislation in U.S. history. It gave veterans access to education, housing, and job training, and is credited with building the American middle class. But again, it wasn't perfect. Many black veterans were excluded from its full benefits due to systemic racism and discriminatory policies. The Veterans Administration. In 1930, the Veterans Administration, VA, was officially formed by combining multiple agencies under one umbrella. The goal was simple: to streamline services and care for veterans in one centralized system. By the time the Vietnam War ended, the VA was caring for millions of veterans. But cracks were showing. Reports of understaffed hospitals, long wait times, and inefficient claims processing began to flood in. Many Vietnam veterans also suffered from Agent Orange exposure and PTSD, but it took decades for these to be officially recognized and treated by the VA. In 1988, the VA was elevated to cabinet-level status, becoming the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. This move aimed to give veterans a stronger voice at the highest level of government, but it didn't solve all the problems, scandals, reforms, and the modern era. In 2014, the VA was rocked by a major scandal. A whistleblower revealed that the Phoenix VA hospital had been falsifying wait time records and that veterans had died while waiting for care. The backlash was massive. Public trust in the system plummeted. Congress responded with the Veterans Access, Choice, and Accountability Act, which allowed veterans to seek care from private doctors if VA services were too slow or far away. It also attempted to improve accountability and performance standards across the system. Today, the VA is one of the largest healthcare systems in the world, serving more than 9 million veterans annually. Disability compensation is based on a percentage system, from 0% to 100%, depending on the severity of a veteran's condition. Despite improvements, problems remain. Many veterans still face months-long delays, confusing claims processes, and mental health care shortages. In 2022, the PACT Act was signed into law, expanding benefits for veterans exposed to burn pits, Agent Orange, and other toxic substances. It marked one of the most significant expansions of VA benefits in decades, offering hope that America is finally beginning to honor its promise to all veterans, regardless of when or where they served. The story of U.S. veteran disability benefits is one of progress, but also of painful failures. It's a system built on sacrifice and struggle, both on the battlefield and at home. From Revolutionary War pensions to modern-day burn pit claims, veterans have never stopped fighting, not just for freedom, but for fair treatment. If you believe veterans deserve better, and their stories should be heard, subscribe to our channel now, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who needs to know the truth.